Thank you for signing in to my channel today. This is my first video that I'm posting to YouTube, and it won't be my last. And as you can tell from the title, starting over 2020, your best decade ever, has two meanings to me. One, a little bit about me is the last 3 years I've been on disability. So if I look back at the last decade, that's what really resonates with me. And so with starting a new decade, I figured, hey, why not start over? Get rid of some of those limiting beliefs I had and see if I can't punch my way through and becoming a better, smarter, happier me. Now, I will tell you, I'm usually a very happy person. I have the goal each day of going to bed with a smile and waking up with a smile and trying to be happy. Doesn't always work that way, but most of the time I would say it does. Now, being disabled has a lot of issues that go along with it. So my days are spent typically doctor's appointments, hospital visits, emergency room visits, and a lot of times just not feeling good and sitting on the couch. And I decided with a new year and a new decade that I'm going to try and make some changes. Now, I've been really good at reading books and watching online videos and training, and over the years I've really gone to a ton of seminars that sometimes we learn and then we forget because it's not what's high on our priority at that particular time. And so being disabled and having a lot of time gave me the ability to go back and refresh and come out with a total different attitude and goal for this decade. Being sick has a lot of problems. Not only your health, but the other thing that takes a really big hit when you're not working is your finances. So we, and I say we, me and my family, had to make a big decision. And last year we made a decision that we couldn't really afford to live in the house we had at the time, which we'd lived in for 30 years, had lots of friends in the neighborhood, in the area, in town. But reality was, we just couldn't continue to live there any longer. So we got up and moved. We sold that house and we made a decision to try and find somewhere a little bit more with sunshine. And right now I'm looking up in the beautiful, beautiful blue sky, not a cloud. And we settled on Las Vegas. Las Vegas is growing. Property's still reasonably priced, especially compared to where we came from. Medical's not bad. But we knew moving down here, we're going to have to do a few things. And one of those was, we knew we're going to have to make a lot of new friends and people. New doctors, new hospitals, new schedules. So a lot happens when you move. And when you're not moving because your job's relocating you and paying all your expenses, but you're doing all of that, again, that finance takes a hit. And one of the things we will cover in the coming weeks is finance. I've been in the banking business for the last 30 plus years, and so I've been fortunate to see a lot of people make lots of mistakes and learn from them. And now I'm at the stage where I can turn around and share that with my YouTube community. I know a lot of you, from watching a lot of your YouTube channels, are already on that direction, but I think sometimes having somebody else there encouraging you is a good thing. And that's how I started with YouTube. I've been watching a lot of YouTube channels, getting lots of insight from them for years. You know, changing a car battery, where'd you go to? You go to YouTube. Somebody there's done it before. So that was a big thing to me. Enough people saying, hey, if you've got a story to tell, get on YouTube. It's okay. It's okay if your first video's not brilliant. It's okay if your editing's not brilliant. You will learn. You'll get more comfortable in front of the camera. You'll get a lot more comfortable working with products. For me, that's something that's going to be new. I know part of my learning going forward will be, how do I edit? What's the best program? What shortcuts can I take? How long do I need to make a video? So lots and lots of learning to be had, and part of what I want to do is share all of that with you. Equipment, I know I'm going to have to upgrade a lot of my equipment eventually, not necessarily tomorrow, but over time. And as stuff comes in, and I do watch and listen to recommendations from other YouTubers, I will share the unboxing with you. Give you my feedback on whether it was everything I thought it was going to be. Obviously, once you've paid for it, you're not going to ship it back 9 times out of 10, but what path am I going to take to use it to its best that I can? And so I share that with you. Other things we're going to talk about and share is health, nutrition, all very, very important things. Part of being disabled, part of my disability is I have a feeding tube. So for me, I love ice cream. It doesn't love me. It really doesn't love me. But every now and again, I have that sweet tooth hankering for some ice cream, and I know I'm going to suffer afterwards. So why do we do that to ourselves? I will tell you, after a while, my craving for ice cream has definitely lessened, but there's still, every now and again, especially when the family's eating it, it's like, should I try it again? Is this the time that it's going to work for me? We don't know till we try. And that's the same with anything we do. Until we put ourselves out there, make the effort, we won't know how successful we'll be, whether it's the right thing to do or not. So I'm going to share all of that with you. My goal is to post at least once a week. Sometimes it may be more, depends what's going on in my life. I will share with you the process we went through buying a house. It's nice. We don't have a mortgage. It's one of the things that made it attractive to us, though it's still a very nice house. We have a pool, something that my wife's wanted for years. Even though up in Seattle it's not the place you'd put a pool, because you'd really only have a couple of weeks that you'd use it a year. But that's something we have now, and we're going to enjoy it. They say the sun shines here is great, and when it gets too hot, it's nice to have something that you can go relax in. So if you like some of what you're hearing, hit the subscribe button. Put comments. I do read the comments. Put them in. Feel free to tell me if there's something that you'd like me to cover. I have a lot more downtime than most people, so I have the chance and opportunity to do a lot of research, a lot of testing. Now, some days I just don't have the energy to do it, but I still try and make an effort. My clock is sometimes very different, and that's partly one of the big habits I'm trying to change. So again, hit the subscribe button. We're going to have a great journey. I'm going to share with you a lot of the things I've learned through my lifetime, a lot of mistakes I've made, and a lot of them that you don't really want to tell everybody, but if you can help somebody else not making them, it's great. So I'm willing to share that with you. And I do want to give a shout out to Sean over at Think Media, because watching a couple of his videos, just mentioning it time and time again, that put your first video out there, it gets easier from the first one. So luckily he's in Vegas, so sometime I'm sure I'm going to bump into him. But guys, again, hit that like and submit button, and if you again have any comments, feel free, be nice. It's my first one, and I will talk with you guys again soon. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks now.